Well, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Nice to see you all. I hope you guys had a great week, and it's supposed to be a great weekend, I think. Well, I'm in Illinois, so I think the weather's supposed to be fine here, but if you guys are in Wisconsin, I'm sorry. It might not be as good. We'll get started right away today so we can get on with our comfortable seated position. So you can go ahead and sit cross-legged, crisscross applesauce if that feels good for you. You can also sit back on the knees, and feel free to tuck a block underneath the seat if that feels good for you as well. And then go ahead and close your eyes, or you can keep your gaze soft down at your fingers. Hands can be on the knees, palms facing up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And just take a couple moments here to sit with the breath, sit with the body and the mind. Let yourself take full inventory of how you've approached your mat today. Maybe seeing if you can identify anything that's sticking in the mind or the body from today, from earlier this week. It kind of feels like right now, in this time, when we're feeling a little trapped physically, we can start to feel trapped mentally and emotionally. And from there, we can start to break out maybe into an unhelpful or unproductive habit or pattern. Or maybe things are just getting on your nerves so much easier right now, or people are getting on your nerves. That's something that's been on my mind is just how easy it feels like you can flip a switch and just be upset about something because we're just in a different and uncomfortable time of stress, and it's something completely new. For example, I tried to buy this lady's nightstands off of Facebook Marketplace, and then she told me she sold them to somebody else before I left to go there, and it was just threw off my whole day. So it's just little things like that that don't matter, that kind of get trapped. So see if while you're here, you can just set those things aside for right now, those thoughts, those feelings. So you can be one and be present here in the breath and in the body. Feeling the ground support you underneath your seat. Knowing that you don't have to do much here except let the ground be there for you. Let the breath be there for you and give you life force. We'll take 2 deep rounds of breath together. So take an exhale, let go of anything you're holding on to. Together we'll inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then let yourself gently close the lips and start to begin to breathe in and out through the nose only, if that's accessible for you right now. So you can begin to draw an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, create that constriction at the back of your throat that allows you to create that audible ocean wave sound as you breathe. Not only do we normally move with this breath, but it's also a really good breath to use when we're taking class indoors because there's no heat and we're not in the studio. So this will help build some internal heat and warm you inwards and outwards. Take another inhale and take another exhale. One more time on the inhale and on the exhale. We'll start here in our seated position, just taking a couple neck stretches. So to start, go ahead and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then from there, extend the right hand long towards the floor and flex through the palm. So your palm is reaching down at the floor, left ear towards the left shoulder. Should feel a nice stretch in the right side of the neck and down the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, right shoulder, right ear. Press the left palm down towards the floor. Taking an inhale. Taking an exhale. Inhale back through center. And then slowly start to take some circles with the neck. So start off with a limited range of motion here, just until your neck warms up, and you can start to take some bigger circles here. Maybe dropping the head all the way back behind you. Feeling free to stop wherever something feels a little sticky. My neck just cracked. And then if you haven't switched directions already, go ahead and do that here. Nice. One more full circle wherever you're at. And then we'll come back up through center. Nice. On an inhale, we'll sweep the arms up overhead, palms meet. On an exhale, drop the right hand down to the ground. Reach up with the left fingertips and then over towards the right side for a side body stretch. You can go ahead, gaze up at the left fingertips if your neck is feeling okay with that, or you can keep your gaze down at the right fingertips, doesn't matter. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left, hand down, bend towards the left side body. Next inhale brings you back through center. On an exhale, plant the left hand on the right knee. Right hand grounds behind you for a twist. So on an inhale, reach the crown of the head high towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, twist a little deeper, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Fill up the belly, fill up the lungs with air. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Next inhale brings you back through center. Exhale the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale to draw tall, exhale to twist. As you continue inhaling and exhaling here, you can still take that same motion where you're growing taller on the inhales, twisting deeper on the exhales. On an inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, keep the eyes closed or gaze soft over the fingertips. Go ahead and set your intention for practice right here. Letting yourself draw something into your heart center that will keep you motivated and focused throughout class, whether that's a mantra, which can be as simple as saying, I am, to bring some presence into your practice, or maybe you have another go-to mantra that you like. Bring that front and center of the mind here. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then go ahead, roll over the shins, over the ankles so we can meet in tabletop. From tabletop, we want to keep shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. If possible, untucking the toes so the tops of the feet can glue down into the mat. Gaze between the thumbs. On an inhale, we'll take cow pose, drop the belly. Lift the gaze and the seat towards the ceiling. Exhale the cat pose, round the top of the spine. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, the cat. Once more, inhale, cow. Exhale, the cat. Nice. Come back to a neutral spine. Extend the right toes behind you so the right leg is straight. Let the toes plant down into the ground, and then you can go ahead and rock up and forward and back on the toes to stretch out the calf muscle here. Letting yourself press the heel back behind you. On your next inhale, lift the right toes off the mat, keeping the hips in one straight line here. And then when you're ready, inhale to extend the left fingertips forward. Nice. Inhale, lift the heel a little bit higher. Exhale, knee and elbow meet underneath the body, round the back like you're in cat pose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, and hold here in your crunch. Draw the knee up a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let it go, wiggle the hips here. And then when you're ready, extend the left toes behind you. Again, we'll start by keeping them planted on the ground so we can stretch out the hamstring, the calf muscle. And then move forward and back on the toes here to do that. On your next inhale, lift the left toes off the mat. Find your balance. And then extend the right fingertips forward. Thumb is pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale a little bit higher. Exhale, elbow and knee meet to crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. One last time, inhale, stretch. Exhale, contract and hold. Draw everything in tight. One last inhale. Exhale, release. Nice. Shake through the hips, let that go. Maybe move through a round of cow and cat to wash out the spine. Come back to neutral. And then step the right toes behind you, left toes behind you, and there you are in your high plank pose. So you can stay here with the knees lifted, but feel free to bring the knees down to the mat as well. Shoulders right over the wrists, spread the fingertips wide from each other. Knit through the lower abs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You got this. Inhale, shift forward on the toes. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can always drop the knees as well. Come to the belly. Untuck the toes. Hands stay right underneath the shoulder blades. On an inhale, baby cobra, lift just the chin and the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to one more baby cobra. If you're feeling ready, you can take full cobra or up dog. Straighten the arms, lift the thighs off the ground. We'll pause here in whatever pose you took for 2 rounds of breath. One more round of breath. Tuck the toes. Step the hips high for your first downward facing dog with class. So from downward facing dog, we want to go ahead, root down through the palms and then through each individual fingerprint so that we're distributing the weight and not just dumping into our wrists here. Lift the hips high towards the ceiling. Press the thigh bones up towards the ceiling. Take as deep a bend in the knees as you need here. It's better to get the sits bones higher than to have the legs straight. So feel free to try that if you don't usually bend your knees. See how high you can get the sits bones. Go ahead and pedal through the feet here. Ease into the pose. Nice. Find some stillness. Stay in your downward dog for 2 more rounds of breath. One more round of breath. And then go ahead and look forward, bend the knees. Step the right foot forward, and the left. Moving here right away into Ragdoll Pose, grabbing opposite elbows or biceps. Let the upper half release down towards the mat. Head releases down towards the mat. Feet or hips with distance for some stability. I'm going to go ahead and sway side to side here. Bringing some motion, some movement into the lower back. Release the fingertips down towards the ground. On an inhale, come to a halfway lift, nice flat back, palms press into the shins. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. On an exhale to fold. One last time, inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, root down into the heels, and on an inhale, sweep up all the way, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. From here, get comfortable in your mountain pose. Feet can be hips with distance, or the big toes can come to touch. And from here, just rock forward and back on the feet. So come up high on the tiptoes, back on the heels. Just so you can find your center with your feet. Come to some stillness here. Nice. On an inhale, sweep the arms up high towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop the right arm, full body side bend over to the right. So we're pressing the left hip out left, creating a curve with the right side of the body. Next inhale brings you through center. Exhale the left hand down, side bend left. Creating that little crescent moon shape with the body. Good work. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, draw the shoulder blades together, open the heart towards the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch from inner shoulder to inner shoulder. Inhale, reach up high. One more time, exhale the cactus. Inhale, extend the arms. On an exhale, extend the arms straight in front of you, palms facing up. We're gonna warm ourselves up with the balance pose right away here. So go ahead, setting up for eagle. We're gonna tuck the right arm underneath the left. Hands can come to meet where the palms are, or you can grab onto the shoulders here, your choice. Bring the weight into the left foot. Lift the right knee up to a 90-degree bend. Tuck the right leg over the left. You can go ahead and hook those toes behind the calf if that works for you as well. Otherwise, you can let them be free. And then sink down into the seat like you're taking a chair pose. Now, it's okay if your balance is a little off here. This is our first balance of practice. Just seeing where we're coming to our mat with our body. Sink a little deeper. Draw the knees and the elbows together, crunching in. Stay for one more round of breath. Next inhale draws you up tall. Exhale, unwind the arms, release the leg down to the ground, and we'll take that on the other side. So inhale the arms up high. Exhale, extend them forward. This time, left arm winds underneath the right, palms can meet, or come to the shoulders. Root down into all four corners of the right foot, lift the left knee, cross the legs, and sink. Staying here, catching your balance. Taking an inhale. Exhale, draw the knees and the elbows together. Keep your gaze steady on your drishti point. One more round of breath. Inhale, straightens you up. Exhale, unwinds you. Come back to standing. Inhale the arms up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a high plank pose. On an inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower half or all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose, your choice always. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. That's our sun salutation A. We'll move to that a couple more times, but no more eagle poses. That was just for fun the first time. Take one more round of breath here. Next exhale brings you toward the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold right away. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Send the seat down and back behind you. Feet can be hips width distance apart, or big toes can come to touch. And then of course, hands can be at heart center or reaching forward. And sink a little deeper. Let the tailbone tuck down towards the ground. Inner thighs press towards one another. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink. One more inhale. This time on the exhale, power chair. Extend the arms forward. Sink a little bit lower so the thighs are parallel to the mat or close to it. Good work. Hold here. 2 more rounds of breath. Next inhale, stand up nice and tall, give it a stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step just the left toes back for a low lunge. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Press the heart space forward, open the chest. Anjaneyasana, extend the arms high for low lunge. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Lower the hips down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale the half split, straighten the right leg. Right toes point towards the ceiling. From here, keep a nice long spine over the right leg. Inhale back to your low lunge, arms raised. Exhale the half splits. One more time, inhale our low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to low lunge, plant the hands, lift the left knee up, send the right leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to chair pose. One more time here. A little bit shorter than last time. Inhale. Exhale to our power chair again. Nice. Last chair pose of class. Take one more round of breath. Next, inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step just the right toes back, and then bring the right knee down to the ground. Again, from here, we'll tent up on the fingertips, press the chest forward. And then if you're ready, you can inhale, extend the arms up high for low crescent lunge. Feeling a nice opening in the front of the right hip here. Inhale. Exhale to half splits. This time we'll straighten the left leg, bend over the left leg. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Once more, inhale to low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Nice. Come through back into your low lunge, plant the hands. Lift the right knee up, left leg is back. Chaturanga, or you can press back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your knees down to the ground. Big toes touch, child's pose. Mini reprieve here to towel off, grab some water, or just sit with the breath, reconnect. If you've lost it, you can find it again. We'll be here for 2 more rounds of breathing. When you're ready, moving back in downward facing dog. Settle back into your downward facing dog. Maybe rebending into the knees a little bit, just so you're comfortable once more. On your next inhale, lift the right heel high towards the ceiling. Press the right heel back. Inhale. Towards the chest, shift forward into your high plank. Inhale, extend the leg long. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, give a little tap. Inhale, extend long. Last time, exhale, right knee, left tricep for a tap. Inhale long. Exhale, plant the right foot in between the hands. And when you're ready, stabilize for the feet and inhale to a high crescent lunge. Nice. For a little bit more stability, you can take a wider stance between the feet. Root down through all four corners of the front foot. Let the left heel reach high towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Nice. Hips open up. Left heel reaches the ground. Gaze over the front middle finger. Find your drishti point. Let your focus and your gaze stabilize. Arms are shooting in opposite directions like an arrow. Looking forward. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand to the left thigh, right arm arcs behind you. Again, an opportunity to either look up at the fingertips or down at the back foot for balance. Take an inhale. On an exhale, half moon pose, launch off your back foot. Let the right hand come down to the outside of the right foot. Extends back behind you, left hand reaches up high. Breathe here. Hang on to it. Good work. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, land the left foot next to the right at the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, begin to root down into the right foot here. We're gonna take a tree pose. So you can go ahead, place the sole of the left foot at the ankle. You can come up to the calf. And if you want, you can go ahead, grab onto the ankle, come up to the inner thigh. There we go. Hands can stay right here at heart center. Or you can extend the arms high like branches for your tree pose. Making sure we're opening up the left knee out. There we go. Feeling yourself rooted and grounded through the foot. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. On your exhale, bring the knee back through center. Release the foot to the ground. Little shake out. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Good work. We are going to do the same thing on the left side. From your downward facing dog, inhale the left leg high behind you. Heel is reaching up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. On your next exhale, knee comes in towards the chest. See how high you can draw the knee in towards the torso. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, left knee, left tricep for a tap. Inhale, release. Exhale, left knee, right tricep for a tap. Inhale, release. Exhale, foot between the hands. Find some stability, there's no rush here. And on your next inhale, high crescent lunge. Whew. Feeling good here, feeling stable and strong. Stacking the torso on top of the hips. Never forgetting to let the crown of your head reach as high as your hand towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, warrior two. This time the right heel spins down towards the mat. And we're gonna go ahead and stretch the fingertips apart. Again, gazing over the front finger. Let the stability of your gaze encourage stability in the body as we hold this pose for 2 more rounds of breath. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand to the right thigh, left hand behind you. Holding here, feeling the stretch through the front of the left side body. Take an inhale. Exhale, a half moon. Launch off the right foot. Left hand to the left front corner of the mat. Flex the right foot. Stack shoulders and hips. Good work. Let's stay for 2 more rounds of breath. Press both heels out. Inhale. Exhale, right foot next to the left and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we'll draw the weight into the right foot. Same thing with our tree pose here. Sole of the left, we'll root down into the left foot. Sole of the right foot will come to the ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Go ahead, find your level here. Each side is a little bit different for me. This side is not going up to the thigh today. So go ahead and find your perfect level. Find your stability. And then go ahead and extend the arms long. A couple other fun little variations on the arms here today. For more balance, they can extend straight down, growing like roots. You can also try letting the palms of the hands meet behind the back here, like so. Or you can try grabbing opposite elbows here. One last inhale. Exhale, knee comes back through center. Release the foot down. Little shake out, always feels good. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Move into your downward facing dog. And once we're back in downward facing dog, we'll stay here for 2 rounds of breath. For each round, we'll inhale through the nose like normal. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Release the tension. Once more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Inhale, the right leg high behind you. No funny business on the exhale, just plant it between the hands. Spin the left heel down to 45 degrees, setting ourselves up for warrior 1. On an inhale, let the torso and the arms reach up high. Knowing that the hips can stay nice and open and off-center here, just square the torso forward, gaze forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, airplane the arms back behind you. Stay rooted through the feet. Torso hovers over the right thigh. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane, and hold. Look at the right first toe. On an inhale, sweep all the way open, warrior 2. There we go. Nice and open again. Next inhale reverses your warrior, bend here before. This time on your exhale, we'll take extended side angle. Right forearm to right thigh. Left hand reaches up and over. Maintaining one nice long line of energy from the fingertips out through the left heel. Stack the shoulders. Nice. Next inhale brings you back up, warrior 2. Straighten the right leg. Turn both toes forward, feet are parallel to one another. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, nice and tall and long. Exhale, prasarita, hinge from the hips. Hands come down to the ground. You can always grab the backs of the calves or walk the hands between the heels. Either way, just like when we're in our Ragdoll Pose, we want to see how far we can release down here. Taking off any tension or pressure that we're holding onto through the back or the neck. Giving yourself permission here to be a little loose and a little free, a little wiggly and wobbly. As you maybe shake the hips, nod the head yes or no, get a little free form with your movements here. Nice. Inhaling here, exhaling here. Perfect. On your next inhale, hands come to the hips, and we'll slowly come up all the way to standing. This time we'll take the heels in, toes out, setting ourselves up for goddess pose. You can start by bringing the hands to heart center here. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink, press the knees out over the ankles. Nice tall spine. Tailbone pointing down. Hands can stay at heart center for balance, or you can open them up into cactus arms. Get settled into the feet here and sink a little deeper. Good work. Inhale, straighten up to standing. Exhale, sink one last time into Goddess Pose. Nice. This time we'll place the hands on the thighs, fingertips pointing towards the knees. And we're going to dip the right shoulder into the middle of the body, pressing the right knee out, right thigh out with the hand. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left shoulder towards the middle. Press the leg open, gaze over the right shoulder. Nice. Inhale back through center. Straighten the legs, 5 pointed star. Reach up. And then turn the body towards the front of the mat. Plant the hands. Step back, chaturanga, or downward facing dog. Knowing it's always okay to skip the chaturangas if you're getting tired or they're not serving your practice today. From downward facing dog, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Right heel spins down. When you're ready, inhale up to your warrior one. Settle on in. So go ahead and take this stance as wide as you need here. Give yourself some time to rearrange, find your posture. On an inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane. One more time, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane, hover and hold. Look at the left big toe. Take another inhale. Let it all go. Inhale opens you up all the way to warrior two. Nice. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice. See if you can engage through the core here so that you're holding yourself up on your own without the use of your elbows. So take all the dumping of the weight out of the left side. Good work. Next inhale brings you up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, both toes point forward. Interlace the hands at the lower back. Press the knuckles down, bring the gaze high, inhale. Exhale, Prasarita. Interlaced hands can stay at the sacrum or they can float overhead if you like the shoulder stretch. If you like none of that, you can take your arm variation of choice here. Starting to feel waves of relaxation rushing over you as you let everything release here. Giving a little shake of the head, symbolizing all the things you want to leave your mind that are sticky there. If it's really sticky, you might have to shake your head really hard. Nice. Release the hands if you haven't already. Bring the right hand to the center of your mat. Inhale the left hand high for a twist. You can also look up at the left fingertips here. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale the right arm high towards the ceiling. Look up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands to the hips. Inhale, slow roll up to standing. Beautiful. Heels in, toes out. Hands to heart center. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, Goddess Pose. One last little round of this, and then we'll be done. Again, hands at heart center, or they can open up to cactus. This time we'll go ahead and lift the right heel up off the mat. Sink a little deeper, just see how that feels. Release the right heel, lift the left heel. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, release the left heel. Little double challenge here. Lift both heels, sink a little deeper, thighs coming closer to parallel to the ground. Feeling that nice wobble from the toes up through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, release the heels. Inhale, stand up, 5-pointed star. Take another round of breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Nice. So turn again towards the front of your mat. Come back. Take your chaturanga here, or your downward facing dog. Nice. From downward facing dog, bring your knees to the mat so you're in tabletop pose. Again, untap the toes. On an inhale, bring your right hand high towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm underneath the left. Bring the right shoulder, right temple to the mat. Hips are high over the knees. Left hand can stay right by your face. You can extend forward towards the front of your mat. And if you'd like, you can also tuck it at the lower back. Giving yourself a little extra love to the shoulder here. Taking this as an opportunity in this pose to just catch your breath. Come back to an even rhythm. When you're ready, left hand comes back underneath the shoulder. Press into the hand. Release the right hand long towards the ceiling. And release down to the mat. Opposite side, inhale the left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring the temple and the shoulder down. Again, feel free to take any variation with the right arm. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand comes back underneath the shoulder. Inhale the left arm high towards the ceiling. And exhale to release. Move on your own here through 2 rounds of your cow-cat pose. Inhaling to cow and exhaling to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cow. When you've made your way through your 2 rounds, we'll meet back in a neutral spine. From here, kick the right leg out about 45 degrees to the right. You're going to roll onto the right shin, extend the left foot long towards the back of the mat, sole the foot plants on the ground. We're moving into a supported side plank here. So go ahead, inhale the left hand high towards the sky. So here you are with shoulders and hips stacked. Letting the gaze remain neutral. You can stay right here, or on an inhale, lift the left foot off the mat, flex the foot, press the heel towards the back of the room. Nice. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release the foot down onto the mat. With a big inhale, lift your torso up to standing. And then we'll move so the left hand reaches towards the left leg, right hand reaches up and over. Just another variation of our side body stretch here. Feeling it specifically right here by the hip. Perfect. Inhale back through center. Exhale, place the hands on the ground. We're going to take a half child's pose here. So from where you are right now, just sit back onto the right heel. Nice stretch through the inside of the left thigh. You can stay with the hands holding you up here. You can come down to forearms. Maybe you can lay all the way down, like you're in a regular child's pose. We'll take a couple rounds of breath here. On an inhale, we're going to come back up to our hands. Nice. We'll bring the left knee back underneath us. And then from here, go ahead and extend the right leg long to your side. Right sole of the foot on the ground. And then plant the left hand. Inhale the right hand high for your supported side plank on this side. Perfect. Now again, option here to stay with the foot flat. A little bit more balance here, or you can inhale to reach the right leg high, pressing the right heel as if you're trying to stamp the wall in front of you. There we go. Lift a little bit higher, inhale. Exhale, lower the foot, come up to standing or rise the torso on an inhale. Exhale, lean towards the right leg, hand rests. Inhale the left arm up and over. Opening the heart, pressing it forward in front of you. Maybe look up at the left fingertips again. On your next inhale, come up to a tall spine. Exhale, plant the hands. Half child's pose, sink the seat back toward the left heel. Find your variation, the level you'd like to come down to. Knowing that staying up on your hands for support is always a perfect option. Stay here for one more full round of breath. On an inhale, come up to the palms if you're not already there. And then go ahead and bring the right knee back underneath you for your tabletop. You might from here need to readjust so you're facing the right way on your mat. That's okay. From here, we're just going to lower down onto the belly. So go ahead, extend the legs long behind you. Bring the right cheek to the mat. Arms can extend long behind you, palms facing up. Bend the knees here, squish them side to side for just a release in the lower back. And then we're going to get ready to set up for our Locust Pose. So for Locust Pose, extend the feet long behind you, zip up the legs so the inner thighs are reaching towards one another. Palms flip down towards the ground. Chin to the center of the mat. Take a big inhale, lift the chin, chest, shoulders. Let the hands float up, and then the legs. Draw the shoulder blades together behind you, bringing the triceps closer to one another. Keep the gaze pointed a little bit down towards the ground. And we'll hold here for 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. This time, left cheek comes to the mat. Palms flip back up. Feeling free to just take some unrestricted breaths here. Open the mouth, open the throat, and breathe. From here, setting up for one more round of Locust Pose. So once more, palms flip down, legs zip up. Chin comes front and center. Take an inhale and lift everything up that you can. Lift high towards the ceiling, like you're taking flight. Reaching up. Let the breath propel you higher. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more breath. And release, right cheek to the mat. Palms flip up. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs side to side. Let it all go. Nice. For our last belly down back bend, we're moving into our bow pose. You can take Locust again, if that's your preference, but I'll guide us through bow. So from here, we'll kick the heels in towards the seat. Chin is back center if you haven't already. Reach back one hand at a time, grab the tops of the feet or the ankles. We're going to lift the shoulders, chin, and chest. And then from here, begin by kicking the feet behind you. So the toes are kicking towards the back wall, drawing the shoulders together. And then when you're ready, lift up the legs once you kick back as far as you can. Nice. We're balancing on the space between the hips, letting our breath really guide us higher here as we breathe in, rocking as we breathe out. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, release. Maybe this time stack the hands, let the forehead rest. A last opportunity to windshield wiper the legs side to side. Nice. From here, extend the legs long behind you, hands come under the shoulders. Press yourself into tabletop pose. And from here, we'll be working into our half pigeon pose from tabletop this time. So you're going to go ahead by starting to slide your right knee towards your right wrist, turn the right foot towards the left wrist, and then go ahead, tuck the left toes, and just walk the left leg back behind you. So as you guys know, you can stay upright here on the hands if that feels good, or you can take your little pigeon to sleep, come forward onto the forearms, or all the way down onto the chest. Whatever level works for you here. The stretch might feel nice and good on a Friday afternoon, especially if you're sitting and working from home and you're cramped up in a chair all day, unlike normal. Sometimes that huge release through the hips feels nice and gratifying as we digest the emotions and the feelings that we've had pent up in us today or this week. Knowing that holding on to any negative emotions only holds ourselves back, makes us heavier. And our goal is to just move a little lighter, a little freer. Nice. And inhale, we'll walk you up to tall arms here. So to get out of this pose and back into our tabletop, we'll tuck the left toes and then just bring the left knee up a little bit until you can release that right leg back into your tabletop. And a nice little wiggle of the hips here makes it feel all refreshed. And then to the other side we go. Draw the left knee to the left wrist, left foot to the right wrist. Kind of gets confusing here. Tuck the right toes. Walk that right leg back. Nice stretch in the hips. And any option with the level here is yours for the taking. Knowing that inviting balance into the sides doesn't mean that we do the same thing on each side. It's that we achieve the same feeling on each side. So if you feel a release on this side, by keeping the hands all the way up, that's perfect. Knowing that it's always okay to reevaluate what your body is telling you. Knowing that our progress is not linear, it is up and down. So maybe yesterday you were lying flat on your torso here, feeling free as a bird, but today you feel a little crunchy. That's okay. Two more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, come up to the hands. Tuck the right toes, scoot the leg forward until you can release the left. Go ahead, swish it on out. And then go ahead, you're going to sit down onto either hip so that we can swing the legs around onto a seated position. We're going to start by extending the legs straight in front of us. Toes are pointing back at our torso. Place the hands on either sides of the hips, palms facing down, and then press straight in the spine, lift the crown of the head a little bit higher. Nice. On an inhale, extend the arms overhead. An exhale is going to let you hinge forward and reach. From here, we want to tuck the chin in towards the chest, but we still want to keep a nice long spine. So we don't want to hunch over just so we can reach further. We want to keep a nice long spine. So it's more about the length of the spine and the stretch of the hamstrings than it is about touching the toes. You can let that goal go if it feels impossible for you. It does for me sometimes too. And inhale, gently walk yourself up to a tall torso. Tent up the knees, plant the soles of the feet on the ground. Extend the arms long in front of you. Hollow out the belly. Inhale. Exhale, lift the feet for a boat pose. Nice. Knees can be bent or legs can extend long. I'm going to choose knees bent. Fingertips reach towards the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway down and hold here. Hovering just a couple inches off the mat. Draw it in. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale, release down onto the mat. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Arms wrap around the shins. Rock side to side, massage the lower back. Nice. From here, extend the arms out wide to a T. Let both knees drop towards the right side of the body. You can gaze right overhead or look towards the left if that's okay on the neck. This is like my favorite pose at the end of class. It just feels like a nice deep release. Letting the body feel heavy against the ground or the mat. Knowing at this point all the work is done. You don't even need to hold yourself up because the ground is doing it all for you. On the next inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Gaze overhead or to the right. Next inhale brings everything back through center. And we're going to take a happy baby pose. So go ahead, grab onto the outsides or the insides of the feet. Draw the knees to the outsides of the torso. Rock side to side here, or play around with straightening one leg, the other leg, both legs. Whatever you choose here, let the lower back root down into the ground, letting it feel support and strength. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, knees in towards the chest one last time. Arms wrap around the shins. Forehead draws to the knees. Wrap yourself into a tiny ball. Tighten up every part of the body here. Squeeze all the muscles. Then take an inhale. Exhale, release for Shavasana. Come nice and wide. Take up lots and lots of space on your mat. Beginning to feel comfortable in your stance. Knowing that these next few minutes are just for you to recuperate, rejuvenate, preparing for the next couple days of our weekend. Let go of any breath you were practicing, any little bits of lasting tension in the body. Knowing that you can release fully here, and I will bring you back when it's time. Begin to deepen the breath. Lengthen the inhales and the exhales, knowing that you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you're ready, you can bring some gentle movement back to the fingers and the toes, rotating through wrists and ankles. Gently rock the head side to side against the mat. And then when you're ready, roll off onto the right side of the body, coming into a fetal position here, knees coming in closer towards the chest. Taking a last couple moments of practice here to send yourself some gratitude for making it into our virtual yoga space today. Some gratitude to your fellow yogis for creating a lovely community we can still share in. And when you're ready, go ahead and push yourself up into a seated position. Any comfortable seat will do. Go ahead, keep the eyes closed. And for our last two community breaths together, we're gonna take Apana Mudra. So from here, you can open the palms towards the ceiling once more against the knees. And then you'll bring the middle finger and the ring finger of each hand to the thumb of each hand. This mudra aids in mental and emotional digestion, of letting us process and heal from any thoughts and feelings that we've had today or throughout the week. We'll take 2 rounds of breath together. So go ahead, exhale, let it go. Inhale together. Exhale together. Once more, inhale together. Exhale together. Hands come to heart center. Take a little bow. Namaste. Thanks, guys.